The guy once said, one just doesn't walk into Mordor. Well, you don't even get close to Mordor if you don't leave the Shire. So you got to get stepping. So I'm going to do a little bit of a walk and talk today. Hopefully it's not too windy for the microphone to pick up. I said still working on some of the technical vagaries of what's going on, but we're getting there. The Patreon, we got more and more ideas coming through. We right now it's just a lot of T crossing and I dotting, and we're trying to get everybody together to make it all happen. It's coming slowly, not as fast as I would like it, but then again, what really does move at the pace one really wants it to? A lot of that has to do with me pushing the pace for everybody else. So trying not to blind everybody with that sun, but I think everybody that's kind of signed on for it right now is super excited. We did kind of a technical test on the weekend for the Saga Game Days, where we recorded our tabletop role-playing game a couple times, and I think it's going to work. It's just putting the microphones in the right spot so as to not pick up too much, like people banging on tables and dice. You're going to get dice rattling no matter what. That's the nature of tabletop RPGs all the way. But I'm trying not to bang on tables. Lots of crosstalk. That's one of the things that we're going to have to get used to. We'll get there. As I said, everybody, we're all learning. Really, as I said, Jason and I have been doing podcasts for years now, and as I said, some of these guys are not used to that, and getting sound is of the utmost importance. Trying to get the sound right. I think the more we do it, the better we're going to get at it, just like everything else. We're expanding ideas. Actually, we came up with another show idea on the weekend. I think the format is going to be like a debate show. Came up with kind of a crazy idea to do live shows, like find one of the local bars in town and see if we can't do a couple live podcast recordings at one of the local bars. There's one place in town that is pretty friendly to some of the stuff that we do. So I think if we just create a good enough pitch, we might be able to pull something like that off. We'll wait and see. We're going to have to see how it goes. Everybody, like I said, I know I had contacted by one of the guys on the crew. He goes, I got an idea for a show. He goes, I hope I'm not overstepping. I'm going, Not at all. Present your ideas. And I said, present it to the group and say, we'll run it up the flagpole, see you salutes kind of thing. I want this to be a creative outlet for a lot of people. Trying to knock some of these ideas out of everybody because not everybody wants or feels that they can do, I don't know, podcasting, broadcasting, whatever it is we're trying to figure out to do right now. Yeah, you can. Absolutely, you can. There's no reason why you can't. I'm evidence of this right now. Like walking in the park, talking on my phone, and getting ideas out. No, like I said, the whole idea of this was to be creative, get creative, foster creativity in the people that are interested in coming on board. I hope this happens. I really do, and I'm pushing hard to get people to start thinking, cliched as it sounds, thinking outside the box, because it's better to create than to consume. And they said, I've done a lifetime of consuming, and now that I've got a bunch of free time on my hands, it's time to create. Said with that, I said I've been doing some managing editing for Dark Myth Publishing, the American Smash comic book. I just did editing for issues 13, 14, and 15. They'll be coming out soon. When I get more information, I'll post that up. It's a fun story. It's just a silly superhero story, and it's pure comic book pop culture, and that's what I grew up as. I was a comic book nerd from way back. I just happened to have a little bit of jock mentality mixed into my DNA before everything started to solidify into my current form of out of shape and confused adult. But we're working on it. Lots of people in the park today walking. That's cool. A couple dog walkers, and this is the idea. So I'm going to take a side loop here. Now we're in Kingston Park in Chatham. There's a great big walking trail here. I think somebody measured out to be like a K&a-half, or it might be even longer than that. So, just trying to. Yes, so it's a big park, lots of people. All the little kidlets are in school right now, so all the parents get a little dose of freedom, and we're moving around. Dogs and people and dogs all over the place. So, but yeah, the Three Nose podcast was delayed this week. Poor Jason got himself a case of food poisoning. So he was down for the count yesterday, our usual recording day. And then he pulled himself together long enough to go to his wife Crystal's work Christmas party. So he kept his guts inside long enough to put his fancy suit on and go cut a rug last night. So good for him for sticking it out and making it happen. I've got really Nothing big on my horizon. Well, big as in travel wise. Right now, it's just all my focus is on the Three Nose podcast and the Three Nose Patreon, and getting some stuff together for that. We have already a paid patron, and like I said, this is one of the things I was thinking about for a long time. We don't have much or anything on the Patreon as of yet, but one person, and he knows who he is, speculated on us, took a chance that we're going to be able to be worthy of his money, his time, his trust in us to give him something for his speculation, because that's what it was. He speculated that we're going to be able to entertain him for what he gives us for the patron, for like the patron level, which is only one, and it's $5, and that's patreon.com/T3NP. I was so excited that I saw one person believed in us and what we're planning on doing and what we're going to be doing. So, morning. And how it all plays out from here, I'm very curious too, because this is all new to me. I've had this Patreon idea for quite a while. Now it was time that I pulled the trigger to make this thing work. And the fact that one person has already signed on patreon.com/T3MP is encouraging and makes me excited to create more, to do more, to produce more, to get things out for everybody to consume and hopefully enjoy. We're open to all kinds of criticism. As I said, we've Jason and I have done the podcast in some form or another for a very long time now, and not getting any feedback has always been one of our things that has always, I don't know, bummed us out, I guess would be the term, because we really have no way of gauging how well or how poorly we're doing without feedback. So we don't know. It's something that we're doing. Hopefully it'll work. Everybody likes it. We're not going to stop. We should going to keep pushing forward more and more. We've like definite goals that we will in time make apparent to everybody that's interested in following us. Yeah, so thank you for stopping by. As I said, Three Nose Podcast. You find it everywhere. Spotify is our big platform. But anywhere you can get podcasts, you can get Three Nose. uh, the patreon.com/T3NP. We're going to creating content moving forward with that. And so it's trying to get all this together, figuring it out on our own. None of us have done something like this, so I'm constantly watching and learning and trying to follow, try to find some shoulders of the giants that came before me to stand on their shoulders. It's a love of learning of something, a skill that I didn't really know I had, or that I needed to know that I needed. But we're definitely moving. We're creating. We have ideas. And now we're quickly and steadily moving towards Mordor. So you guys do that too. Get out of the Shire. Go raid Mordor.